into the Deepwater Murk. Sure. Okay. These are all down on this floor, I think. Okay, so what is this? What is this Archon quest called? Into the Deepwater Murk. This is Chapter 4, Act 4. Investigate freely.
Hey, you over there.
Who, me?
You. Say, you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Even people down here play that game.
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks. We're busy with other things at the moment.
All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
I don't need any art right now. I said I've already commissioned someone, and I don't really want to keep talking about this in the middle of stream. No offense.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yeah, we have.
Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
Are there? I did not know that. Direct me to these people, kind
There
sir.
are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Cuistot, and the skinny one is Laverune. People call them the Bombshell Bros. I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. It's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you
He
serious?
was? What the heck?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me.
What was
Seems
he
his
in
exile
for?
was committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of respect that.
By the way, do you happen to know anything about a forbidden zone? Man, I really want to know what Riesly was in jail for. What did he do?
Forbidden Zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first.
No,
though.
please. No, please. I don't wanna. Let's go talk to this person. Man, I really want to know what Riesly was in jail for. Does he have a voice line about it? Where are you, Riesly? I got you to 90, didn't I? Yeah. Profile, story. About your voice lines. Stickers, pets. Huh.
A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
But that dude said you broke the law. Did you? I want to know what you were in jail about. Okay, we'll figure that out later. On to the next person. Okay. One day I'll do that world quest.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Because I can?
Sorry
I don't know what you
for
want from me.
interrupting. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thanks. You guys are real nice.
You hear that, Cuistot? We're nice.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh. It was just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Cuistot, and this is Laverune. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or
Bombshell.
anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Oh my Archon, I'd love to know. Please tell me.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Cuistot's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Are you the reason I was given
So
purple meat?
You're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But enough about that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Huh? Did Laverune just wink at me? It seems he's saying,
Listen,
don't be
kids,
upset. Oh,
power
whoops, I
structure
still
within
had
the
auto
fortress is
on.
quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those
I mean,
who
that's
have the
fair.
Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was
Interesting.
a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Ah, interesting. According to Cuistot, a person named Giro frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
I have a hard time imagining that Risley would allow someone who's constantly getting into fights to, like, keep getting into fights.
You mean he hit a woman?
Hit a woman.
I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Huh.
Maybe they're the same kind of person.
You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
No.
It's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Sergerio had a confrontation with a girl named Lorvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too. Maybe is Jorio the person who left behind the notebook about Melusine? And he was like peering in on Sigewin? Maybe that's what's going on. Give me just a sec though. I have to go get the door. Sorry, I was having packages delivered. Okay. One more person to talk to.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilge water you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole and talk like that. Listen,
Sewer hole.
things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that
Sewer
you can still
hole.
stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
I think you're right.
That's true. Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Okay. That is on a lower floor. I think I can get to it from here. I lied. Where's the up elevator? That's the down elevator. One day I'll do that side quest, world quest, whatever they're called. More free stuff. Okay. We're getting there. Hopefully I can do both chapters of, or both acts of this Archon quest today. That would be nice.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Is it really a
As
boatload?
expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You summarize your findings to Linny.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for.
Nah, if he found a way out, he would definitely come get his vision from me. So he's still here somewhere, probably.
Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
We could do it
Well,
ourselves.
Put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Please do. We're counting on you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, He'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time.
It's quite impressive.
We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands.
He's going to be diving for
Traveler,
2 to 3
what
days.
say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you.
I get to go see the Melusine girl again? That's exciting.
Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot.
My apologies. I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger sister.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
But what if I'm the older sister? Yeah, you're not older than I am, Linny.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish.
The traveler is a
Let's go our
god.
separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
After doing some prep work. Okay, sure. I don't get to read that, I guess.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
You nod and take a long, deep breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor. If you recall correctly, that potion is the result of a failed attempt at alchemy. Have given it a good whiff.
Someone, please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do! Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion? Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please.
I mean,
let me have a
technically, yeah.
look.
I poisoned myself. My stomach really hurts.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
She's so adorable. I can't wait to pull for her.
Traveler,
Thank you. I'm sorry.
don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Sigwin has taken out a few instruments and begun to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But... I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Sigmund's using her hands to palpate different areas on my abdomen. It seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
That hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange.
Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. Can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
Hello, Aurelia. Welcome to stream. I'm good. How are you?
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Laverune, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Isn't Laverune the one that they said was coming to the infirmary all the time? From, like, fighting people or something? Sigmund just called that woman Laverune, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard of before. Would that mean the man next to her is Giraud then?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Still not great. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction too.
Her stomach ache's really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sejuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know?
Well, at least the gossip was correct when it said these two fight a lot.
While they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sejuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sejuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her... you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sejuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
I mean, why not?
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier.
I'm sure the jail could use as much help as they can get.
Heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. There also aren't many furnishings on the wall. Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there.
Hey! Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Start a new life. I don't know. The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking, but isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something? Is Sigewin conducting secret experiments?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless
on the
conversation.
inmates?
Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
Yes, I've only been streaming for a couple of weeks, so I am pretty new.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is?
Weird research topics? Do tell.
But
Do tell.
there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Seashween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Seashween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Her wings on her back are so cute. I cannot wait to pull for this character. You take the stomachache pill that Sigewin gave you.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to blander, less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night.
Yeah, maybe don't ingest poison voluntarily. It's probably for the best.
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Sigmund's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap, like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
You move yourself to a regular patient's bed and relax completely. You can, however, still catch some hints of Paimon's conversation with Sigewin.
Lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong. She'll recover soon.
Companion. That word brings forth a wave of comforts.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
Feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget bland foods. Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Return to the dormitories.
Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that.
Maybe you shouldn't serve purple meat in your cafeteria then. Okay, let's go back up here to the dormitories, and we shall continue along. Give me my free stuff though.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
I sleep talked? Did I say anything I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Are we really off track though? The movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sigewin asked Lorvine, and also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? Oh, and was Lorvine and Giroux's argument genuine, or were they just putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Linny.
I have commissioned someone, Aurelia, to do some art for me, so right now, no, I'm unfortunately not interested in buying more.